The Meaning of Life.
The film or the question?
The film.
The
Does
film.
it still stand up as a film?
In places.
It was always patchy. I
It
think.
was. That was the thing, yeah. And some of it has seriously dated in quite embarrassing ways, you know. The sight of all those topless women chasing Graham over a cliff.
Yeah. Now we all know about Graham.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what I meant. Yeah. I think there's quite a few bits in it that stand up quite well. I mean, I love the opening.
Yeah. That is genuinely fantastic.
Mr. Creosote,
Creosote. Yeah.
just for the sheer balls out, horrific, grotesque element of it is just something to behold. I can't think of anything quite as full on as that from that period.
Well, there is the liver extraction scene.
No, I mean from outside this film.
Right.
I mean, there's stuff they were doing that completely. Let's just go completely over the top and see how far we see what we can get away with.
I didn't find the American couple having dinner in a dungeon scene that funny either. You know, I find that it's a bit of an easy target that they're going for. You know, this middle class, middle aged, generic couple. You know, saying that, I mean, Eric Idle, I think, does the woman very, very well.
Well, this is the thing. I mean, I think he's probably out of the group. It's funny, I was thinking about this the other day. Out of the entire group.
Which one was the best woman?
Which one of them plays the best woman? I mean, Terry Jones, with the screechiness of it, you know, he's probably... he's the one that's the sort of the template when you're hearing him in your head. But I think Idol just... Yeah. he just gives it something extra.
His older woman at the Protestants with contraception.
Yeah,
she is fucking marvelous in that as well. You know, oh yes, Harry.
Have you got one?
that sort of we've done it twice and we have 2 children. That repressed desire. Oh yes.
Oh yeah. And there's something as well about the way, particularly I think in this one, that Graham Chapman has the most authoritarian sort of. Is it authoritarian? Is that the right word? Authoritative, maybe. Yeah. With this whole bit about, because I am a Protestant, I think on the end of my John Thomas.
Yeah. It's got to be done completely seriously. It's like what Richard E. Grant described in his, his film diaries about Withnail. You can't prance about like a tit. It's got to be done 100% seriously, convincingly, with total belief, or you just seem like Kenneth Williams prancing about.
Oh yeah,
and that's what you do.
Yeah, you have to go into it playing it, or you have to at least have one of them playing it straight. You need that straight man.
Yeah.
Ironic that it happened to be Graham Chapman.
Yeah, but, and it's the same for Every Sperm is Sacred. To be this full-out extravaganza.
This full-on Broadway, or not Broadway, but this full-on sort of Oliver-style musical number.
Yeah. And they do it, and they just do it fucking wonderfully.
Yeah. Well, at the same time, having it in this sort of almost Hovis advert. Ridley Scott. I mean, in terms of the best moments, moving from the organ donor scene, which again is just horrible, but it's so funny just because of that. And then moving into the Universe song, which is actually, when you look at it and think about it, it's not a bad primer.
It's kind of like Bill Bryson's A Brief History of Nearly Everything in verse form.
Did he not do a version of that with Brian Cox? As part of the
the live shows.
Yeah, I'm sure he did something like that, or for Pike and Nick, something along those lines.
I do not know. I think the sequence that stands up best out of all of them, I mean, apart from the Every Sperm is Sacred, is Death. Quite apart from John Cleese's incredible performance as Death.
Yeah,
and you don't even see his face, but just how guttural his voice is.
It's just the voice and then the puppetry.
And when it clenches its hands, you go, none of you have got any balls. Yeah, and I think this time, the mocking of the dinner party attendees is so much more pointed. Americans, you talk and you talk. Englishmen, you're also fucking pompous.
I wonder how much of that is just getting something out of his system.
Undoubtedly. Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
there's an element of
that's
self-awareness there, isn't there?
well, that's another part. It's a much darker and more comically savage film. They said that about the Holy Grail, that it seemed to be filled with death and decay. So like if you take the "I'm not dead yet," you've got all these people dying of plague and everything. But at the same time, it's the silliness of that scene that undercuts it quite nicely. Whereas you've got a lot like the death and the liver removal scene. It's all dark. It's all
it just doesn't hold back. That's the thing.
Yeah. More bolts than balls. There's not the silliness of the fish slapping dance or the camp judges.
I mean, there's some bits that don't really the bridging stuff. Like the fish in the tank. That doesn't really work for me.
Oh, you mean the fish?
Oh God, no! I absolutely love.
Oh,
that.
You mean the actual fish?
Yeah, the fish in the tank with oh shit, here comes Mr. Creosote.
I quite like that.
Oh no, I still have no fucking idea what the whole fish. It's just this bizarre bit of I don't know Peter Greenaway type.
I think it's like French surrealism.
You think so?
Maybe. Is it like it's like Ancien Andalou, but with Graham Chapman dressed up as a transsexual transvestite with pink hair?
In a very sort of French new wave stroke punk sort of outfit. Yeah. It's funny you're saying about Ancien Andalou and things like that. It just occurred to me that the death scene when the final bit of that where he's leading them away. It's been so long since I've seen it, but I'm sure that's a nod to the Seventh Seal after the game of chess and all the characters are being led away in a line dancing.
Right. Oh, I don't know. I've never seen it.
All right, okay. It's worth having a look to see it because I'm sure it just pushes it to the stupidity of it by like, shall we take our cars? No, we're not going to walk. We're not going to dance. We'll take the car. Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
Takes it that extra, and there's just so many films actually or styles of film, TV, or even books. The Tom Brown School Days stuff, or If. I'm sure I said last time I watched If that I cannot watch the rugby scene in If without thinking of Meaning of Life.
Oh, right, yeah.
Just that match, the master versus pupils.
Yeah.
Completely hammering them into the ground, literally.
Yeah.
The brutality of it.
Because, it's more from the master's point of view now, isn't it? It's like, take that, you little bastards. And then, of course, that scene segues so nicely into the war scene, which I think is one of my favourite bits.
With the clock.
You try getting butter to melt at 15 bucks, blanching the almonds, squeezing the lemons.
It's this ridiculous thing about things being done properly. About he's an officer, so you have to respect that, and he has to be you have to do everything to. Oh, it's all about them. They look out for. Oh no, this is no. I couldn't possibly accept this. No.
And they bring out the grandfather clock.
That's it. Yeah, the grandfather.
So he didn't know about the other one.
Oh, this is too much, really. Yeah, it's just so it's polite and so awkward about the whole thing. But Jones does that really well, I think, as well.
Oh yeah, he does, doesn't he? I really like John Cleese's performance in that sketch because he just does this one little nod to the Terry Jones's captain character, this shy little wave, and it's so nice, it's so subtle. Like oftentimes, he dominates a scene, but here he's just very happy just to be the little sideman.
Well, that's true. Yeah, I mean, it's very hard for John Cleese not to stick out. I mean, purely based on
in
the
all
fact he's
ways.
about 8 foot tall, you know. Especially, I
Don't forget, he's 6'5".
I'm so tall. I need to watch that again.